Hey everyone. So today I want to dive into a topic that really gets to the heart of who we are and how we navigate our relationship. Let's talk about that feeling of being misunderstood by others, especially when it comes to friendships and the choices we make about who we allow into our lives. This is Martin from Martin is Chosen Too. I'm glad you showed up today. But have you ever felt like some people just don't get you? Like they don't appreciate the person you are. And maybe even they don't like you at all. You know what? That's completely okay. That's fine. That's okay. Why? Because sometimes the truth is that you'd rather have no friends than surround yourself with people who pretend to care or who don't really align with your values. They don't really like you, and they don't like where you're going in life or where you're headed. The directions they're not going. So you value authenticity over popularity, and that's a beautiful thing. It's interesting to observe how some people react to someone who truly loves and accepts themselves. You know, they're not used to somebody who having that high self-esteem or confidence. Whether you was bred into the family with this, you learned this from your parents, or you learned this through your studies as you got older. You got that light bulb went off. However, you have something that a lot of people don't have, which is that confidence. When you're confident in who you are and don't rely on others' approval for your self-worth, it can make some people uncomfortable. Maybe they feel threatened or intimidated because you project a sense of self-assurance. They look at you like, oh, he think he better than us, or she thinks she better than us. Nah, I know I am. Nah, I just playing. But no, you know that you don't have that lack. That lack of confidence, self-confidence that you may have once had or that others still carry. But cause a lot of them lack self-assurance. It's like you radiate this energy that says, I'm okay on my own, and if you don't like me, that doesn't take away from my self-worth. I'm still the shiznick, whether you with me or against me. So if you find yourself in this position, just know that you are not alone. There are so many others out there who feel exactly the same way. You're not here to mold yourself into someone. You're not here just to fit in. You recognize that true connections are built on mutual respect and shared desires. You're looking for like-minded people who inspire you, who uplift you, who encourage you, or encourage your growth. Not just people who want to tag along for the ride. They just want to sit passenger side. You know what I mean? This is where it gets really empowering. It's all about staying in your power and standing firm in who you are. You see, not only your worth, but your purpose too. And that's the big thing. Some people will know their worth, but very few people understand or are aware of their purpose. Yep. So remember, you're not here just to use people for your own gain, nor are you here to be used by someone else. So I heard a Charleston White once said that it's okay to be used. You just don't want to be misused, because if you can't be used, you don't have a purpose. You don't have any worth. You know what I mean? So he said it's okay to be used. Just don't let nobody misuse you. It's about mutual benefits and relationships that nourish your spirit, not drain it. Think about the friendships and connections you want to foster. You want people in your life who challenge you, who make you dream bigger, who push you to be a better version of yourself. You're striving for positive energy that elevates you. When you aim to surround yourself with these kinds of people, you're not just living life, you're thriving. That's the goal, is to find these type of people and then surround yourself with those type of people. Because if you are around successful people, it's just a side effect that you become successful. And at the same time, if you're around a bunch of haters, liars, thieves, guess what? You're going to pick up those waves too. So anyway, let's address something important here. Know that you shouldn't let anyone diminish your shine. Some people may try to bring you down, but don't let them play games with your emotions. You're fully aware of what you bring to the table, and it's vital to hold on to that confidence. Trust me, it takes a lot of strength to be true to yourself, and that's a quality that many people admire, even if they don't show it. I can give you a related story because I don't hide it that I was in prison. I was in prison for 23 years for drug crimes. I've been out 8 years now. I've been out of the prison 8 years system. They say you're not really out of the system until you make it 7 years because it said like 60% of people that are released are returned within the first 90 days. And then they said another 50% or something are back within the first 2 years. But they say that a person is not really just free from prison until they've been out for 7 years. So I'm working on this is my 8th year. Actually May 17th will be 8 years I'll be free. But you know what I mean. So I've learned a lot of things, and being in prison was one of the things that gave me the ability to discern people real fast. I say that because if you want your, let's say that your to be the same size it was getting out as it in, you have to be able to recognize who you're dealing with very fast. So, and I say that is because I did something that most people don't do. I did my whole 20 years in prison walking by myself. I didn't join no gang. I didn't join no religious organization. Like some people become Christians or they'll become Muslims so they can have be belong to something that protection. They'll join a car. You know what I mean? When I say a car, like I'm Texas car, I'm black car, I'm in a white car. I didn't do none of that. I walked my bed by myself, and that's something that's unheard of. You know what I mean? And so I remember the day before I went home. Because I had got into it, we had got into like a ride with the Pisces from Mexico, and so a lot of them were still upset with me. But the day before I went home, one of them came up to me and he's in secret, and he's like, "Man, Martin, I'm glad you're going home, man." He says, "Man, I'm telling you, man, you're an inspiration for me, bro." He says, "Because I've never seen nobody walk a prison sentence like you did by yourself." He said, "I wish I could do that. I wish I had the balls to do that." And that little minute that he spent with me and told me that it meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? So I know that I am different than the majority of people that most people encounter. But it's not just about others recognizing your light. It's about you recognizing your own light. When you understand your strengths and the unique qualities that make you who you are, it becomes easier to dismiss the negativity that others may project onto you. Remember, the ones who don't understand you are the ones who are missing out. It's just plain and simple. It's plain and simple. You have to understand that you are the prize. I'm not diminishing their value, but if you are not aware of yourself, not aware of your purpose, then you're not complete yet. You understand what I'm saying? So, and not saying that that's a bad position to be in, but I'm just saying that you have to realize that you are, in the majority of situations, a person that has their confidence and a person that knows their purpose, whether you're at your purpose or heading towards your purpose, is the same thing as being on your purpose. So you are different. You are special because you have accomplished something that a good majority of people die without ever doing. So keep pressing on, keep moving forward with purpose, and keep glowing. The energy you radiate is powerful. Whenever you're in a space where you feel others might not be on your frequency, just remind yourself that your vibe attracts your tribe. True connections are built on understanding and appreciation for each other's individuality. I'm sorry, how you say that word correctly? Like I said, sometimes I get these words and sometimes I can't get them. Individuality. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So let's celebrate that individuality instead of conforming to what others think you should be. You know what I mean? Because, sometimes, especially like our parents think that we should be this way, or your dad was a doctor, okay, I was in the army, your granddad was in the army, your mother was in the service, you should be in the service. Nah, that's what you want. That's not necessarily what I want. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid not to conform to what other people think you should be. Embrace who you are. If people can't see your worth, that reflects on them, not you. And for those who resonate with you, they're out there waiting to step into your life. Like attracts like, and little by little, you'll draw in those who bring positivity and growth into your world. So to wrap this up, I want you to remember that your power, you are not defined by who likes you or dislikes you. Your value does not hinge on other people's opinions. They say what they say about, y'all heard what they said about opinions. I'm pretty sure that it's not in black families that say that, but they say opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. So you have the ability to track those who align with your true self. So keep being you, keep shining bright, and don't ever let anyone dim your light. You're incredibly unique, and your journey is just beginning. Stay strong, stay true, and embrace the beauty that lies in being unapologetically you. Until next time, I love you. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a get everybody over here. We mustard seeds over here. We are mustard seeds over here. We start out small and turn it into humongous, trees. That's what we do over here because of the roots. The roots go deep. So again, thank you for showing up today. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.